Hi, I'm Dylan Cox and this is the final results wrap-up of 2013. Last night, Darlington's Stewie Hall became Britain's latest world champion. He won the vacant IBF Bantamweight title, a title that was stripped from a guy that beat him, Jamie McDonald, earlier in the year. But let's not take away anything from Hall's excellent performance against Malinga, the Southpaw South African. It was a hell of a fight. Hall came out fast and surprised Malinga a little bit, dropped him early on in the fight. Malinga came back into it and it was nip and tuck in the last few rounds, but it was a great fight, great action-packed fight, and Hall did just enough on my card to get the victory. The scores were quite wild in the cards, but I thought it was closer than that. But a great victory and an IBF title. What an early Christmas present for Hall. Former world amateur champion Frankie Gavin was also on the card from the First Direct Arena in Leeds. Great venue, by the way. Gavin was taking on Pryce, a very late replacement. One of his opponents had dropped out and the second replacement dropped out, and then it was Pryce. Going over old ground a little bit, Frankie Gavin, you know, this isn't going to teach him much fighting someone like Pryce. Pryce coming towards the end of his career. You know, Gavin is stylish, but he is kind of a little bit, you know, I hate to say it, but boring to watch at times, and it is, you know, for the purists really his style, but he has proven that he is a level above British level now, I think, and he needs to kick on to European or world level in 2014. Over in Spain, IBF Super Bantamweight champion Kiko Martinez battered Jeffrey Mathabula in 9, stopping him in the 9th round. Typical Martinez, came up very fast, aggressive, and just got to his man and wore him down over time. But an interesting spectator there was Carl Frampton, who will hopefully get a fight with Martinez in Belfast, maybe in the new year sometime. That's what he wants. One of my all-time favourite fighters when he was in his peak is Roy Jones Jr., and he returned to action last night. It saddens me to see him keep going out and fighting. He doesn't need to be fighting, and he's now fighting in obscure places around the world. He fought in Moscow last night against Adin Beckhamhoff, and he beat him over 12 for the WBU version of a cruiserweight title. I mean, it's just sad to see Roy going through the paces here. I mean, he had his back on the ropes for most of the fight. He fought well off the ropes though, and he won a very wide decision. But Roy, you know, it's time to give it up. Now down to the little guys. WBO super flyweight champion Omar Narvaez stopped David Carmona from Mexico in his hometown of Buenos Aires in Argentina last night in the 7th round to make that a 9th successful defense of his title. And another career that seems to just be dragging on is Danny Williams. It's sad to see him continuing to fight. He'd been on a 9-fight losing streak. He seems to be popping up all over Europe and different places. And last night, he fought in Abu Dhabi against Mazur Ali. Unheralded opponent, but Williams did get a win, but that's not a really good thing for me because that will inspire him to continue to fight. But it was good that in the sense that he fought in Abu Dhabi. That's the first time a big card's been held over there, and I think it could be a place, the United Arab Emirates, where we'll be seeing more cards in the new year. I think there's going to be a commitment from the UAE in Abu Dhabi, in Dubai, where we're going to see some big cards in the new year, so stay tuned for that. That concludes the end of my 2013 last Sunday results wrap up. Next weekend I'm going to have a Christmas special for you. I hope everybody has a great Christmas in the meantime, but I'm going to be talking about all the fights of the year, both in Britain and abroad, the big fights. I'm going to be talking about my fighter of the year, my fight of the year, and my coach of the year, so stay tuned for that next Sunday. In the meantime, enjoy the festive season wherever you are in the world watching this. Best wishes from us at Seconds Out, and to all the boxing community around the world, hope you have a great break. And don't forget, stay safe, fight fans, happy Christmas, and I'll see you next Sunday on the Sunday Results Wrap Up with me, Dylan Cox, for secondsout.com.